Hello upper altos, Katie here, I hope you're all good. This is the final instalment for 1,000 Years, and for the last part there isn't a huge amount for us to do. There's a little bit of repetition and a small tail on the end, but nothing especially challenging. So before we get into that though, we are going to take a little recap on the bits that you've just done. So just taking a quick go over of verse 2, chorus 2 and so on, because of course this is where everything changes for you. So instead of starting low like we did in unison with everybody, we're lifting up for Time Stands Still. So remembering that when you've sung the end of your kind of half first chorus 1, you finish it with 1,000 more. You're going to lift up to the same start note of 1,000. Time stands still, beauty in all she is. So watch out for the note placement there. We're going to run it in just a second. Then we're going to wait for the basses to be singing I will be brave. And as they get to brr, we're going to cut in. So after the first beat of the bar, you're going to be there. And I'm kind of counting in 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. But it's the 1, 2, 3 that I'm really bothered about, especially here. So for example, time stands still, beauty in all she is. Wait for the chord. I will never. So you can wait for and then start. Boom. I will never let anything, and we're moving the whole of anything all the way up. I will never let anything, all the way up. So it's only the let that has one note. And then sirening down, what I call a siren, anything that sounds like this is a siren. Take away what's standing in. Then wait for the sopranos to sing front of me and keep coming downstairs. Front of me. So it'll be after the of the lower altos on one side of you and after the front of me from the sopranos from the other side of you. So have a go with me. And I will never let anything take away what's standing in front of me. And then we're into the next part, same idea again, lifting up to the take away every breath and eyes come to this. Every breath and eyes come to this. So you've got 2 notes for the hour hat. So you lift on hour and try for hour. So you're not singing hour. We haven't got the room. Every breath and eyes come to this. Breathe from here, same note. One step closer. And then you're into chorus 2. And you're going to come to the back to that one step closer, time and time again. So that's just a quick recap of things to note in verse 2. Things to note in chorus 2. Some of it is the same, some of it is different and special. So have a sing with me until we get to a stopping point. 3, 4. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. 1,000, 1,000 more. I would find you. Oh yes, that's the bit that changes for you in the chorus. So you're gonna have to. You've got the beautiful ad-libs over the top. So after you've done for 1,000 years, 1,000, you're going to step away from the lower altos coming upstairs, ignore the more and come back within 1,000 more. I would find you. All right, so watching out for that too. And then at the end of this one, this is the bit we're really interested in. So, time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you. For the next bit, or wait for 1,000 years. Remember, not going years with the lowers. 1,000 years. 1,000 more. Right on my break. Might be for you too, but we're going to be loud here. 1,000 breath more. And we've got a lovely pattern for you to sing over the top. And it's quite hard singing on a more. It closes the throat down a little bit. So 1,000 more. So you might want to sing more. More as in spelt M-A-W. Ha-ha, that kind of grizzly more as opposed to M-O, all right? Just to give you a little bit. So as you lift into it, if you're finding you're a bit stuck, just change the shape of the vowel a little, all right? Or overdo it the other way. 1,000 more, and put it into your nose, but that is a little harder to juggle. So I would just change the vowel shape a fraction. So again, 1,000, take a breath, lift up a little. 1,000 more. You're going to stay here. And just after the chord changes, so you've got 1,000 more. So you've got to wait for the chord underneath, then you go. If you're counting, again, I'm going back to my 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Now, if you're doing that, the more lands on the third accented beat. So 1,000 more. Then you keep going for another one. Ah, then it lifts. So watch again. 1,000 more. You see, you lift on the second one of the next bar. I hope that makes sense with the tapping. If you want a more literal count, you can have 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then lift. Right? Then you lift. And once you've lifted, ah, oh, wherever you want to place it, ah, you're going to take a quick snatch breath and do the same again. Ah, but on an open ah. Ah, wait, wait, and then lifting to your highest of those ah notes. One step closer for your ending. So we'll have a go with that in the track in a second. 1,000 more. And then the one step again, you've got to wait either 6 mini beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Then one step closer. And then we're into our third chorus. So let's have a go from verse 2 up to verse 3. Here we go.
Time stands still, beauty in all she is. I will be brave. I will never let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath and hour has come to
hopefully that makes sense. Let's add on now this last little bit that we've got to do. You're going to go back to your one step closer, but we have a little pause because we need the lower half of the choir to be singing one step closer before you come in again. So you've got a bit of a break, and then you'll hear it go round again, and we'll join in for one step closer. All right. Then this chorus, so you know that already. This is going to be super quiet, and this chorus, chorus 3, it's what you've done before, but take it down really quietly. The music's going to drop away. It's more of it's much softer. We're taking a different sort of direction with the song. When you hit verse 2, it became more layered and really quite intense and very atmospheric. But this is going to become so in a different way. This is much gentler as we wind down towards the end of the song. So once you've done your one step closer, make sure you do leave your breath space. I have died every day waiting for you. Exactly as you've done before. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. Then we've got an echo like we had before. 1,000, 1,000 more. And as you do that, that's where we're going to get louder, and you'll hear the drums kicking in and the music is going to come back in full throttle, to really sort of boost the end of the song. So it's across that. Stay gentle until 1,000, 1,000 more, and obviously put a breath in there before the big 1,000 more. You catch up for I would find you. Breath. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. 1,000 more, which we've had before. But instead of your we're just going to keep the lift simple. All right, so at the end of that chorus 3, 1,000 more, you're going to lift straight up a bit sooner than you did the previous time. We haven't got to wait. So 1,000 more. It's on the first beat of the next bar. We're not waiting, all right? We're not dragging that first part through. Now, if you're using the smaller smaller count, so you've got 1,000 more, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, for example. Then that's how many smaller beats you've got there. 1,000. 6, if you want to count it that way. Then you're coming straight up and you're holding this for either 1 and 2 and or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever is your preference. You may have heard a mix by now. You're just going to sit there, but get quieter, all right? And you might want to switch this to your nose, so that if you need a bit more control over it, because it is going to get quieter. 1,000 more. I'm putting it in the back of my nose there because that's a tricky one for me. It's right in the crunchy spot. And then we're going to have a little bar break, and then we've got our outro. Let's just go up to there, and then we'll look at the outro, because you know how all this goes. So coming in for pre-chorus 3, guys. Not just yet. The next round. 1. We're here.
1 step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be have loved you for 1,000 years. 1,000, 1,000 more. I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. 1,000 more.
Okay, let's hold it there. So that's going to take a little bit of practice. 1,000 more. It's going to take me a little bit of practice for that one too, because there is no break. There is no break. So we'll be doing lots of slides and sirens and bits and pieces to wake your voice up for that. And also because you're getting quieter on it. All right, so it's going to take a little bit of practice. But we'll be working on things like that as we go through the term. So anyway, then the last little tail bit at the end. You're going to join the lower altos a little bit. You're going to sing. I have loved you. I have loved you. They are going to be singing, I have loved. You're singing loved. I'm sorry. You're next to each other. You've got scrunchy bits in the middle. It will make sense when all the music comes together, but just be mindful that you're going to be super, super close. So it's one of those moments where you've got to be absolutely sure you're on the money, and don't worry about what your next door neighbour lower alto is doing. You are doing a siren regardless of what they're doing. Love, 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 love you, love you, love you. So if I slow it right down, remember sirens. I have loved you for 1,000 years. At the end. For 1,000 years, I have loved you. For 1,000 years, same two notes. I have loved you. Lift the note, lift the U though. For 1,000 years. The music is doing some strange stuff. It feels odd. It will sound weird when you're practicing with the other altos, but it will make sense when the music comes together. Let's just do that last little bit and you'll hear what I mean. So I'm going to back up a fraction into the chorus.
I have loved you for 1,000 years. 1,000 more.
Okay, let's try.
I have loved you for 1,000 years.
Okay, so it makes sense in the context of the music, but it probably feel a bit funky when you're just practicing in choir sessions. Now, in terms of the timing, the U is twice as long as the I have loved, so we've got to make sure we've got a good spread of the breath for this, and you've got time to breathe into it. It's gentle, so you don't have to let the air rush out too much. In terms of timing, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If we want to go to the full bar, that's why I stick to 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. So, for example, using 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, I have loved you. Did you see how many the U was? You. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want to be like that, if you want to do it that way. Then same amount of time again at rest for the rest of the bars. So you wait for 1,000 years, and that years is probably going to last at least half a day, not a full year, but quite a while. All right, so make sure you've got plenty of breath for that. Okay, so quick recap, that's the only new bit, that's the only thing that's completely new. And just to get it in your mind, I have loved you for 1,000 years, I have loved you for 1,000 years. Just sing that for a couple of minutes and you'll be absolutely fine. Then watching out for the 1,000 more, and lifting sooner than you did previously. So again, for the counts, 1,000 more, then lift on the next beat. Like we've just done, actually, a little bit. All right, it's more even. The one you did in verse 2, chorus 2, we are going into the You've got a whole, you've got different timing there. So watch out for that one. That 1,000 more, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, lift. All right. So it's 6 and lift, not 9 and lift, which is what you had previously. Or I won't break it down anymore. You get the gist, I think. So let's go from the beginning of verse 3 and put that new bit all together. Okay. So nothing here. Wait for it. Okay, in 1 step closer. Breathe. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you. Wait for 1,000 years. 1,000. 1,000 more, I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you. Wait for 1,000 years. 1,000 lean on the ears when you get to that end bit, upper altos. It might help you just hang on a bit longer. So yes, that 1,000 more is going to get quieter as we go down. So watching out for that. And the super quiet bit is the very, very last phrase. So don't completely hush down for I have loved you. The really gentle bit is for 1,000 years. So save a little bit of space to go downwards. Okay, let's have a bash from the beginning then. No routine for this, just a beautiful, beautiful sing. Here we go.
Heart beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall, watching you stand alone. All of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years, 1,000 more. Time stands still, beauty in all she is. I will be brave. I will never let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath and hour has come to this. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years, 1,000, 1,000 more. I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years, 1,000 One step closer. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000